Hello and welcome to the NBA DFS Slate Breakdown for April 1st, Tuesday. We're back. We got a 7-game slate. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann. Now, let's dive in, but before we do, come join us at LionStar. We do have a 7-day free trial if you've never tried us out before. Go to the Android or the iOS App Store. Download us. If you haven't tried us out, you have a free 7-day trial option. Also, please give us a little review, 5 stars. Tell us how much you love us, all that good stuff. Now, let's jump in. Position by position, starting with the point guard. Highest owned, 37%. Mike Conley, 4,500. I think the consensus is he's going to get some big minutes. He has played 30 in the last 2. We have him at 28 minutes. That is definitely possible, but we have seen over and over all season long that they don't want to just continue to give him big minutes. He has a couple big minute games, and then they drop him back to like 24. I, for one, don't want to fully trust it, but I understand why people want to go there and will. There is going to be no Dante DiVincenzo, who's playing the most minutes out of the point guard spot. Next, we got Anthony Simons, 6,300, 26% owned. His price has come down big time. He has a huge ceiling, and that's why we're attacking him here. Versus Atlanta, 238 game total. He is questionable, I believe, but if he goes, he's in a great spot. High-paced game. He can really fill it up from 3, and he should get his opportunities to put the ball in the bucket. Jacoby Walter, 4,700, 24% owned. I mean, this Toronto is in full rebuild tank mode, and Walter likely gets some decent minutes here, so I am fine to go here versus a Bulls team that's pretty much doing the same thing. So, not a bad matchup. Dyson Daniels, 8K. The one worry about Simons is that Daniels would be on him. And if he is, oh well, but it's hard to really project where he's going to be all day. Now, Daniels is very interesting. He has a huge ceiling at 8K. A little bit risky, but I love the ceiling in a 238 total with a team that does allow a decent amount of steals and blocks. So fine going there. Then Ja Morant, 8,300. I was surprised to see him play 34 minutes versus Boston. The issue here that it is back-to-back. So does the team come out and limit his minutes a little bit? Possibly. But they also need to get their wins. So maybe they just fully run him out. It's an interesting spot. Should be a close game. 237 total. I'm fine with going with some 8,300 Ja Morant when he has such a huge ceiling. And then Brandon Podziemski on the other side, 6,200. He's been right in this mid-30s range as a starter with Jimmy Butler there, and I'm down to run it back and keep riding it while it's working. Point guard on DraftKings. We got Ryan Rollins, 4,300, 28% owned. He's getting the minutes with no Damian Lillard. I'm fine having a little bit. I'm not going to go super hard on him, though. Simmons, fine going there. Blanton, 3,300 is only really a play if Simons is out, then he should get some extra minutes. Sharp absolutely is interesting and gets a big boost up if there's no Simons. And on the shooting guard on FanDuel, we got Kamara, Simons, both interesting. Kamara's been playing some real solid minutes, 39, 34, 31, 36, 36, and I would expect that to continue. Jeremy Grant is doubtful again, so there's more minutes available at the forward spot, and Kamara's going to get some of them. Absolutely interested to go there. Pivots, Mikal Bridges, once again, they have no point guards. They're down to DeLon Wright and Tyler Kolek. Bridges gets more play, minutes are more solid, and the ball's in his hands a lot more. I think that he has a real solid ceiling at 7,400 versus a terrible 76ers team. I'm fine going there. Daniels we covered. D-Book. Look, there's no Kevin Durant. D-Book could go absolutely nuclear. I'm fine having a little bit at low ownership. Podziemski we covered. Then Karis LeVert, 5,100. His minutes have come back a little bit. He's not consistently playing as many minutes. He was getting 26 to 28 pretty much every game. Now it's, more typical backup 23 to 26 or 28. If he is shooting the ball well, getting the ball in the bucket, he's going to see more minutes. So I am interested in LeVert, just not quite as interested as I was because the minutes aren't quite as solid as they were, a couple weeks ago. Shooting guard on DraftKings, Bridges, Walter, Simons, we talked about him. We're going to small forward on FanDuel. Kamara, Matthias, Buzalelis, 5,300. I got to go back to him. The kid's playing very well. He's getting real solid minutes, and now he's in a great spot versus Toronto. I think they got to let the kid play and get that experience, so I like him a lot. Paulo Banchero, 9.9K, 21% owned. The ceiling is there for it. So I'm fine having a little bit, but I'm not going to have a ton of Banchero. I think I would rather the discount on Wagner. And pivot-wise, Bridges we talked about. Denny at 8,300. Dude just keeps doing it with no Jeremy Grant. The ceiling is giant, and it's a great spot versus a high-paced Hawks team. Josh Hart, just like Bridges, ball's in his hands a lot more. He is running a lot more of the offense. And with that, I got to be interested in him. He is a nightly triple-double threat with this role that he's currently playing. D-Book we covered. LeVert we covered. Let's get on to small forward on DK. Bridges, Royce O'Neal, and OG Anunoby. Royce O'Neal, 4K. Without KD, there's a very good chance that he is starting. If he does at 4K, you gotta like him. He has a big ceiling. Even if he doesn't start, I think he sees significantly more minutes, and I'm interested. OG Anunoby, 7,300, 24% owned. It's the same deal that we've seen. I mean, huge bump without Brunson, and then other ball handlers are out, so his minutes are even more secure. Gotta like some OG. Power forward on FanDuel, Matthias, Paulo, Denny, covered them. So let's go to the pivots. Okongwu, 7,700, 16% owned versus Portland. Portland's been giving it up a little bit to center, and Okongwu's minutes have been a little more secure. Gave him 38 versus Houston, 34 versus Miami. If you project him for 34 minutes, he's going to look absolutely great. We have him at 31 minutes right now. I think it's probably fairly conservative. I think you could push him to like 32 and a half or so, 33 even, and then he's really going to start popping. Santi Aldama, 5,600, 32 minutes is his projection. If he gets anywhere near that, he is going to crush the slate. I am absolutely interested in Santi Aldama versus the Warriors. He is just too good from a points per dollar standpoint. Personally, I would rather him coming off the bench because he gets a little more usage, but even if he's in the starting lineup, I'm interested in him. Julius Randle, no Naz Reid. Minutes should be very secure. Played 32 the last couple games. Without Naz Reid, I would expect him more in the 34-ish range, but we'll wait and see on that one. But also, just another, there's less usage to go around without Naz Reid there. Power forward on DK, O'Neal, Anunoby, Denny. Talked about them all. Let's move it on over to center. Draymond Green, 6,400. Just can't quit Draymond. As long as he's in that lineup with Butler and in the starting center spot, I love the ceiling for him, and I'm fine going back to him in this spot. Okongwu we covered. Jacob Poeltl, 7K is pricey for a guy that's going to play 26 minutes and likely won't play any more than that. For that reason, I have a hard time going there, but he's in just an amazing spot and been producing at a very high clip. Santi Aldama, we talked. I'm fine going to Donovan Clingan, 5,900. His minutes are the hardest thing to figure out from a night to night, but they have shown they are willing to give him 32, 34 minutes, and there's a giant ceiling when they do. So I'm fine having some of him. He's at 1.1 fantasy points per minute as a starter. I'm fine going back. 26 minutes, he projects decently. At 28 or 30, he projects amazingly. So that's pretty much how it breaks down there, and I'm fine having some Klingon. And on to center in DraftKings, Giannis, Sandro, and Klingon. Sandro, 3,400. When he gets it rolling, dude breeds fantasy points, but he's a very tough matchup. Minutes are super inconsistent and all over the place. Hard to really want to get too much of him. If I have a little bit for his ceiling, I'm fine, but I'm definitely not going to get very much. 18% of him is probably too much. That'll do it for us today, guys. We will be back tomorrow with more. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.